Our next top 10 recipient nominated by the Chicago Metro chapter is Mike Millette, Director of Public Works and Engineer for the Village of South Elgin, Illinois. Mike.
Thanks, Stan. I would like to echo the sentiments of my fellow top 10 recipients and extend my congratulations to them as well. Thanks to the National Committee for consideration for this high honor, and thanks to the Fox Valley branch and Chicago Metro chapters for nominating me. I use the concept or the term of honor because I think top 10 truly is. It's not something you can choose to accomplish on your own. I look at my background as a young man in Boy Scouts, and I wanted to become an Eagle Scout. There was a path. I knew what I had to do, and I was able to achieve that path. But there's a similar honor in Scouting Corps called the Order of the Arrow, and that's something where your fellow Scouts elect you into that. So top 10 is much like that. It's not a checklist of things that one follows the other and then you get a plaque. It's truly something that your peers bestow upon you. When I think about the accomplishments I'm most proud of, I certainly have large projects that I can look to, 750 car parking decks and a $350 million infrastructure, stormwater infrastructure improvement that I can see parts of and be proud of. But I think I'm as proud, if not more, of the 4 or 5 neighbors that had chronic flooding problems in their backyards that I was able to help engineer a solution with them so that they now have use of their property again, where for so many years they did not. But more than projects, I think my accomplishment for what I hope to be remembered for is being a mentor to other members of our association. I was fortunate to have some great mentors early in my career. Past top 10s, Dave Barber, now Ohio retired, and here in the Chicago Metro chapter, we have Larry Lux and John Hines, and they all extended their knowledge and friendship and ideas that I was able to latch onto and make myself a better individual, a better engineer, better public works professional. And I, in turn, have hoped and tried to impart that same sort of guidance to younger individuals in our association as they expand and are moving along on their career paths. Very proud of one of my co-ops from way back when, Sean Odell, who's on the national board now, and so many others that we have put into the profession or given a light into the profession that are now vice presidents of companies, that are directors of public works, that are excel at their own companies even. When I look at the accomplishments or what I think of my personal impact of the association, as mentioned before, it's the networking. It is having now at an email's length or a phone call's length of someone who I know had a similar issue that I can bounce ideas off of, that I can ask for samples, that I can look towards as even things that didn't work for solutions or innovation. When we think of the impact that public works has on everybody's daily lives, we generally talk about how we like to not be noticed. Like we want to make sure the water's running and the streets are clear of snow, et cetera. And when nothing happens, we're happy. We get nervous when things go cattywumps and we have to respond. And I'm proud that we have now stepped up in that response and that we are now recognized as first responders. Emergency management has been one of the niches that I've gotten into and utilized connections here in APWA and connections here in Illinois on the Terrorism Task Force, of which I'm an alternate member, to expand our presence during incidents and expand our ability to be at the table when decisions are being made. And to that end, the single thing I believe I'm most proud of is my current role as Government Affairs Committee Chair. We have had some great success with our professional staff in DC and Casey on having legislation. We have a new highway bill finally. We have a great water infrastructure bill that we pushed hard for. And we are on the precipice of being one of those organizations that is thought of in the same vein as any think tank or school that, you know, will be called by news organizations for quotes and for information. So we're there. We're in the arena. And I'm very, very happy to play whatever small role I have in that. So thank you all, and see everybody in Charlotte.
Thank you, Mike, and thank you again for serving on the GAC, our Government Affairs Committee, and the work that you're doing there. And it's been a great year for GAC, and I thank you for that. But also, I thank you for recognizing the importance of mentorship and providing that mentoring to others along their path. Very important. And again, congratulations on this award.